is a powerful moment in life when you can decide to either tolerate life the way it is or decide to be brave and change it. Our next guest has done just that. Please welcome Lily Lomeli. Hi, Lily. How are you today?
I'm awesome. I'm feeling great.
Well, Lily, tell us about you. We want to know more about you.
Well, first of all, I'm from Mexico. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'm from Mexico. This is a huge thing for me, fulfilling my dreams. And I have a business. I'm a master's degree in business administration. So I came here because I was looking for something else. I was in the search for purpose. And when I got here, things just got a little complicated, got a little out of, everybody has a plan. And I had that big plan. But when I got here, that plan hit me in the face and said, you know what? It's not going to be like that. So in that, having conflict, I don't want to say suffering, but yes, I did. I hurt a lot. I suffer from a lot of different things, but those are experiences that now I treasure because thanks to that, I was able to find my purpose. And now I'm doing what I'm doing. And thanks to all of those experiences.
So what is your purpose in life?
When I was going through all of that stuff, so I'm a mom. I'm a mom of two kids, 8-year-old boy and an 11 going on 19 girl, because apparently that's how it works. So I went through a divorce and it was very painful. I went through a lot of different traumatic experiences. Coming from a different country, it's just everything is so different in here, right? So I experienced a lot of pain and a lot of trauma. And in those moments when I was feeling like very, very low, when I didn't know what to do, when I was really desperate, when I was searching, when you feel that way, you don't feel like talking to someone. You don't think someone can understand you. You don't think that someone can feel your pain. And the thing that everybody says, oh, but you don't understand what I'm going through. So I went through all of that. And in those moments, I really needed someone coming from a different place and not having my family. I needed someone to just listen to what I was going through. So what I do and the way I discover my purpose is I started going to conferences. I started hanging out with people that make me feel very uncomfortable, but they had something that I was missing. So I started hanging out with them. So I started getting mentorship. People started pouring into me, and I saw the value of it. Like, oh, they don't kind of understand what I'm going through because they suffered too. They went through this process too. So it was kind of refreshing. So in those moments when I was really, really low, I started listening to other people. The same way they were listening to me, I was listening to other people because I wanted to, listening to other people gave me confirmation that I wasn't alone, that there's other people searching and suffering and hurting and going through betrayal, that they're going through a lot of different stuff, but they don't speak up because they have shame and they have all that stuff that I was going through. So being able to listen to other people, just step outside of my problems and pay attention to what people was going through, helped me understand that I'm not alone, that we are all in the same boat. We are suffering and searching. And that was kind of refreshing. It's not like, oh, I feel good that everybody's suffering. No, it wasn't like that. It was more like, oh, wow, everybody's struggling just like me. Wow. So in that search and in that suffering and with all those problems and listening to people, I uncover my purpose, which is help other people the same way I needed to be helped in those moments when I needed it the most. So that's when I discovered coaching. And plus COVID happened, COVID, it's, what I think of COVID is we all crazy, but, COVID only opened the box and all the crazy came out. And right now, a lot of our mental health is more obvious. Now that's why everybody's talking about mental health. And that was the boom of coaching. So that's how I discovered through COVID and through all my experiences and to listen to people and their pain and their hurts and the confirmation that I had that I wasn't alone.
So what do you think your strengths and even your weaknesses are and how you can help people?
I'm a very good listener. I discovered that I believe that everybody is kind of like a puzzle, but because we don't pay attention to who we are. If you ask someone, so who are you? they're going to tell you, oh, well, I'm a mom, or I'm a professional, or I drive trucks, or whatever. They're going to tell you what they do. They don't really know who they are. And that's one of my biggest strengths. I can see through that. I can see through when I say the puzzle, I can see all those pieces that are missing, and I'm capable to put it together. And now I can see, it's kind of like in my mind, I see a direction. I see the puzzle. I see what your strengths and your gifts, your superpowers, that's what I call. And then I can find a direction and help you or help the people, help my clients find the proper direction, the right direction for them, and create brand new habits based on that, so they can start transforming their lives. So one of the biggest strengths that I have, I'm very good discerning, and I can see people's gifts because I'm a very good listener.
What does it mean to you, that first person that you coached and they had that aha moment like you did of, oh, I do have strengths. I'm not the only one going through this. What does that mean to you?
Oh my God, that's such a powerful moment. That's what moves me. That's what wakes me up in the morning. There's like, okay, today, who am I going to help? Today, who is that person? Everything I do, I always think, if one person can take at least one thing from the things that I say, that's a win-win situation. And that's what I aim every single day. From the moment that I wake up with my kids, with my mom, with people around me, I always just aim for them to get that one thing. And when they do, it feels kind of like, yes, I know I'm a believer. I believe in God, and that's just who I am. And it's kind of like a sense of, yes, I'm doing my part. Yes, thank you. And it's a grateful moment for me because I know that I'm doing the right thing. And I thank myself for that too. It's not pride. It's just to be able to help my community and the people that are hurting. It's just it feels so good in my spirit.
I know as a mom, we want to protect our kids from failure, but it sounds like some of the things that you went through, failure, disappointments, got you to where you are today. So how are you teaching your kids that it's okay to fail?
So number one, I'm always afraid that the other kids or, the environment is going to have a negative influence on my kids. So I'm very conscious of that. So I try to help my kids to have understanding, to open their box, to open their mind to possibilities and perspectives. So then they can think positive, think more positive, and they can be a positive influence in other kids. Now, how do I go with my kids? I just let them do. I let them do and make their mistakes, and I don't bail them out. I always say, nope, you did that. You deal with the consequences. And it's part of them taking responsibility and being accountable, because that's a lot of the things that we are missing. And we all need discipline. We need discipline to feel good, to feel safe. It's part of the human who we are in our nature. So I do practice a lot of discipline and structure, and I talk to them. I give them the freedom to speak, to say whatever they think, with me, not outside, but with me. So then we can have an open communication line, and that helps a lot.
And that can also apply to businesses and their employees as well. Do you have a motto that you live by?
I always say, structure is structure is structure.
I love
structure, it. Because I didn't believe in calendars. I didn't believe on writing things down. I didn't believe in none of that. I thought that it was a waste of time. And I used to live my life multitasking. And then I realized that it's a mistake because you don't do things right. And then it's a waste of time. So I learned to be efficient and just to have a structure, to write things down, so I know what's next. So I struggle with anxiety, a lot of anxiety. And anxiety is it's kind of like a fog in your brain with a lot of thoughts that doesn't let you think straight. And having a structure allows you to eliminate that fog and that anxiety. So it helps me a lot. So Lily, and I always tell my clients, yes.
Where can folks find more information about you?
If you go to coachlily.com, you're going to find all my information. I'm in social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I do my little shorts so they can see just something that you can help yourself to transform your life little by little.
Thank you so much for joining us. I love that. Structure, structure, structure. Thanks, Lily.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Thank you very much.